From boardroom scandal to K-pop stage. How the CEO Andy Byron affair sparked an unexpected pop culture frenzy. In the vast and unpredictable universe of the internet, even a concert meant to spread joy and music can unexpectedly become the epicenter of a sensational media storm. What began as a magical night under the glowing lights of Coldplay's concert in Boston has now unraveled into an international spectacle, one that has unexpectedly entangled the worlds of tech, scandal, and even K-pop. A seemingly innocent moment on the big screen would soon morph into a viral sensation that blurs the lines between private indiscretion and public entertainment, turning a real-life affair into an accidental meme that swept through fandoms and concert halls around the world. It all began with Coldplay's emotionally charged performance in Boston, an event that drew thousands of fans eager to bask in the band's signature blend of euphoria and nostalgia. As fans waved neon glow sticks and sang along to Yellow and Fix You, a surprise appeared on the stadium's massive jumbotron. The camera, panning across the crowd to capture audience reactions, landed on a couple locked in what appeared to be an intimate embrace. Under the shimmering lights of the stage, the two figures leaned in for a passionate kiss. At first glance, it was the type of spontaneous affection often seen at concerts. But when the couple quickly recoiled upon realizing they were on the big screen, eyes wide with panic, a sense of discomfort and suspicion began to ripple through the crowd, and more importantly, across the internet. As with any modern mystery, it didn't take long for the amateur sleuths of the digital realm to spring into action. Screenshots were captured, facial features analyzed, and social media feeds flooded with theories. Within hours, the identities of the individuals in question were allegedly uncovered. The man? Andy Byron, a prominent CEO of the rising tech company Astronomer. The woman? A high-ranking executive at the same firm. The bombshell revelation that Byron was a married man only fueled the public's fury. Netizens erupted in outrage, slamming the CEO for what they perceived as blatant infidelity, and in such a public setting no less. News outlets and gossip forums lit up with headlines. Memes exploded. The hashtags #Coldplay affair and #Astronomer scandal began trending. Comment sections brimmed with a mix of disbelief, satire, and righteous condemnation. While the original incident might have remained just a blip in the concert's highlight reel, its transformation into a cultural flashpoint underscored the strange magnetism of real-time scandal in the digital age. But what happened next was even more unexpected. As public condemnation surged, so too did a peculiar form of entertainment. Rather than fading into the chaotic churn of internet discourse, the moment took on a life of its own. The embrace captured at Coldplay's concert began surfacing in altered forms, photoshopped into romantic film scenes, recreated by influencers, turned into elaborate animations. The scandalous hug became meme gold, and soon it had transcended the boundaries of just the tech world and social media. Even the glossy, highly stylized stages of K-pop couldn't remain untouched. The ripple effect reached K-pop's brightest stars when BTS's Jin, fresh from his military discharge and on his solo-run Seekjin EP tour in Los Angeles, decided to poke fun at the viral moment. In a segment of the show where fans suggested random prompts for Jin to act out on stage, someone shouted, "Coldplay." Most expected Jin to imitate Chris Martin's signature stage twirls, or mimic the emotional crescendos of The Scientist. But instead, Jin surprised everyone by reenacting the infamous hug, complete with a mock-shocked reaction and exaggerated retreat, as if suddenly caught by a stadium camera. The audience erupted in laughter, and in that instant, the meme had officially breached the walls of K-pop's global arena. It didn't stop there. Blackpink, the reigning queens of K-pop who were busy blazing through cities around the world with their Deadline World Tour, also unintentionally, or perhaps cheekily, contributed to the ongoing meme phenomenon. During their electrifying performance in Chicago, while performing the emotionally charged ballad, "Don't Know What to Do," Lisa, ever the charismatic performer, crept up behind Rose and wrapped her arms tightly around her in a dramatic embrace. The moment, intense and fleeting, felt like a genuine display of sisterhood on stage. But fans were quick to draw connections to the Coldplay concert incident. Clips circulated online, captioned with playful commentary like, "Even Blackpink caught the Coldplay meme fever." It wasn't long before TikTok was flooded with mashups. Jin's reenactment layered with Blackpink's moment, set to Coldplay tracks, with exaggerated slow-motion effects and comedic subtitles. The affair that once evoked outrage was now an absurd running joke in pop culture's ever-evolving theater. Yet, underneath the layers of memes, choreography, and viral edits, the incident had become something more complex. A modern fable about how personal moments, especially mistakes, are no longer confined to private spaces. In an era of constant surveillance, where every concert-goer is a potential broadcaster, even a split-second kiss can ignite a global frenzy. And as the story was lifted from Coldplay's concert to K-pop stages, it also raised subtle questions about performance, privacy, and the spectacle of scandal. Meanwhile, back at the corporate offices of Astronomer, the consequences were far less humorous. The public relations fallout reportedly led to internal reviews, rising tensions among staff, and speculation about boardroom consequences. While Andy Byron has remained mostly silent, citing the need to protect personal matters, the damage to his reputation seems to be already done in the court of public opinion. Still, as the K-pop community continued to playfully incorporate elements of the incident into fan art and commentary, a strange duality emerged. On one side, a deeply personal and painful situation unfolded with real-world implications. On the other, a shared cultural moment, amplified through humor, imitation, and performance, united fans across genres, regions, and even languages. The memification of this scandal offers a window into the modern age of fandom, a world where satire and homage blur, where even serious controversies can be transformed into viral entertainment. Whether Jin's parody or Blackpink's spontaneous stage interaction was meant to reference the Coldplay incident directly remains unconfirmed. But the timing, visual cues, and fan reactions suggest otherwise. Now, with clips from the concerts amassing millions of views, and Coldplay Hug Challenge videos emerging online, the affair has entered the annals of internet legend. It stands as a reminder that no moment, no matter how personal, is immune to the meme machine. In a digital ecosystem where everything is content, even scandal finds its stage. And that stage, it seems, might just be a K-pop concert.